She's prestige. She's modern. She's traditional. She's magnificent. She's beautiful. She's 40 and fabulous Naija.
7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 8, 9, and 10.
Give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, see I need more, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me, give me,
So we're going 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9.
40 and fabulous Naija.
All right.
Wow.
Hey, Fabs. Hey, fabulous ladies. Good morning.
Beautiful morning. Fabulous morning.
You know, so I'm excited to be back in the mansion. You know, my name is Neka, aka Fab Neki. Yep, aka Intellectual Queen Diva. I was a housemate for season 2, 40 and Fabulous. Just like you ladies are here for season 3, I was a housemate for season 2. A very exciting time, and I'm so happy to be amongst you, you know, standing before your royalty. And today is Cultural Day. Yes. I wish I knew ahead of time. I would have come decked in my Africana as well. But it's all good. You all look beautiful. You know, you all look like royalty from the African homeland. You know, you all look beautiful. It's good to see you here today.
My mother is royalty.
Yes, mother is royalty.
So
you know,
she can only produce
that
royalty.
is true. That is true. You know, the mother of models, Her Majesty.
Yes.
You know, yeah, she is. She is. And she gave birth to her kind once again. You know, season 1, 2, and now 3. It's always a tribe quest, you know, looking for her children out there. And she has a way of always finding us.
Yes, yes.
You know, so I'm happy to be here with you, Fabs.
We're happy
So
to
this,
have you senior sis.
thank you. You know, and you know, one of the purposes for 40 and Fabulous Naija is to put value, you know, to add value to the housemates, you know, the women who come in contact with the brand, you know, beyond the beauty, beyond the paparazzi, you know, beyond all the makeup and all the, you know, shindigs that go down. Mother wants to instill value and purpose and make you better than when you came in. You know, so I'm sure you've been going through a series of lectures and life-changing experiences. I am an OAP. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm a TV presenter with the NTA. I'm also a poet and public speaking expert. You know, so I've been in the media since I was a teenager. You know, and now I'm almost 50 and still slaying. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Believe it or not. Yeah, you know, so we're fabulous like that, and it's for life. You know, so because
40 and
fabulous, and that's on period. All right, so I said, let me come share with you Fabs, you know, my journey, you know, and also let you have 1 or 2 tips into public speaking, which it's like a life skill, let me call it that way. Because actually public speaking isn't only essential for maybe politicians or CEOs, you know, or big businessmen and women. You are now Fabs. You've been inducted into the fabulous, society. You're now part of the Fab Nation. And we expect you to go out there and be good ambassadors of this brand beyond the crown. Whether you win or not, whether you get the crown or not, whether you wear a sash or not, beyond the house, beyond the mansion, everybody's supposed to be a good ambassador out there. And one thing that will stand the woman out, apart from her looks, is her intellect. Yeah. So people won't first observe you, oh, she's beautiful. And then when you come, sit at the table and exude confidence and intelligence, and they say that, oh, yeah, she's complete. And public speaking is part of what will make you really, really, really confident when you go out there, to share about the brand and everything you've been taught in the house. So I'll briefly share with you guide to becoming very good public speakers. Is not something I expect you to imbibe all at once, but is this kind of skill that with time, with practice, you begin to see that you are perfecting it. The basic thing you need to conquer as a public speaker is anxiety and fear. A whole lot. I don't want to go into introductions. I'm sure you already know what public speaking is all about. Whether you're you're an MC at an occasion, or you're just coming out to talk at a wedding, or you're addressing your family members or your staff and all that. Anything that brings you before the public in any capacity, you're already going to do public speaking. So first of all, because of our time, let's go straight into it. You have to first overcome anxiety and nervousness, and it's completely normal to feel this way because your body is you're doing something you normally you've never probably done before. So that the first 2 minutes, the first 10 seconds, there's going to be butterflies in your stomach and you'll be jittery. It's all perfectly okay. Even we that are professionals for over 20 years, we still have to give ourselves orientation every other time before going on air so that you overcome those shaky voice, sweaty palms, butterflies in your stomach and all of that. Then another thing is you have to also reframe your mindset. You have to tell yourself that, rather than tell yourself that, I'm so afraid, will I do this right? If you have a mindset of, I am excited because I'm going to be doing something right. Like, today I told myself I'm excited because I'm coming to see my Fab sisters, my new Fab sisters and mother whom I haven't seen for a long time. And I'm just excited to be back in the mansion. So that gave me courage. That gave me confidence. So if you put it at the back of your mind that you're going to do something to affect humanity positively, you're going to impact value, you're going to do something good for humanity at this point in time, that can help, and just give you a very, very good frame of mind. Another thing that can also help is to stand tall and confident, and just after you have done looking good, wearing whatever makes you comfortable. By the way, it's very necessary that if you're going to do public speaking, you must come out looking presentable. My Igbo people will say, "Onyu wane kila de." Do I have Igbo fraps here? Do I have? Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The Igbo people will say, "Onyu wane kila de lomi bontu." Which literally means that if you're going to be in public, cynosure, you're going to be in public space as your focal point in the public, then you should come out looking your best. So when you have done that, it will boost your confidence, and then you stand with confidence and just calmly, nicely deliver what it is you have to say. Yeah, it will help you to curb intimidation because you know that, okay, I'm here for the job and I look the part. And then just confidently stand before the crowd and then do your thing. Whatever makes you relax, like maybe inhaling, exhaling before the actual job, do that. Although I'm sure you've been going through exercises and all that, breathing exercises, whatever makes you get comfortable. If you have somebody to call for motivation, you do. If you have a favorite music to listen to, you do. If you have to read a verse for motivation, whatever makes you comfortable and calm, you do that just before going on, on the podium to to do your thing. If that will make you nervous, then you can just look generally. If it's a big hall, just have a general overview of everybody. Then if this one single person is giving you energy, then you stay with that person. Yeah, stay with the person who gives you positive energy. Faboribi would say, it's okay to, when you do something, you observe, you read energy. You should be able to read energy and see who's giving you the vibes that you need at that point in time. Who's giving you the attention, the affirmation that you need at that point in time for that delivery, and you just stay with them. It also helps. Then another thing is preparation, adequate preparation before actually going on stage is a good one. It's actually your secret weapon. Before, you should be knowledgeable about what you're going to say. If somebody calls me to MC an event for them, the first thing I do is, especially if it's a brand I've not worked with before, I'll go to your website, go to your social media, see what you're about, make a little research. Is this season 1? Is this season 2? Is this season 10? I'll do my research, see what you have done in the past, and then so that I'm able to be abreast with what you are about, what the brand is about, so that I'm able to give correct information to the audience. If you're speaking to secondary school girls, you should know the language to use. Bless you, dear. And if you're speaking to diplomats, at a higher level, you should be able to speak their language by all means. And if you're interacting with children, I love to do children's shows. If you're interacting with children, you should find a way to also simplify it down to them, break it down to their level. At the end of the day, it's about, impacting. What the language is very important, and how you use it. Your body language also speaks volume. As a public speaker, sometimes you can come across the whole, if somebody has gone ahead to get together a very good event, the rest now depends on you as the public speaker. You're the one that will make it or might. You're the one that will either hype that event or drag it down. You're the one that will make it the talk and buzz of the town, or you're the one that's going to make everybody not want to even remember that kind of event held. And somebody might have a low-key event, but if a very good public speaker comes there and hypes everywhere, the event will look like, oh, wow, this is, so as a public speaker, everything depends on you at that point in time, And then, of course, I'm sure the host would have gone ahead to make good food and everything, but beyond all that, everything now depends on the MC, on the speaker. Yes, and if somebody... for instance, has a difficult question for you as a public speaker, it's okay to confidently tell them, oh, okay, that's a very brilliant question, but I will have to do a rain check on it. I'll have to go do a rain check on it so that I'm sure I'm giving you the correct information, So you can reach us you can leave a website or an email or a phone number, reach them, and make sure that you do that research and give them a follow-up. But don't let it throw you off balance. Don't let it throw you off balance. If somebody attempts, nobody knows it all. So if somebody from the audience asks you a question on your topic of discussion and you're not very clear, it's okay to say, oh no, for the sake of clarity, I'm going to have to do a rain check on that question, but I'll surely get back to you. You can reach us on our website, on our email, or take my personal number. I will get back to you on that. And you make sure that you always do. Communication is about simplify what it is you have to say. Yeah, simplify whatever you have to say. Keep it simple. You don't have to speak big isms and isms before you convince us that
and it's okay
you have...
code switch, like code mix. You can do pidgin now.
Yeah, so it's very, very allowed.
Especially in Nigeria.
Especially in Nigeria. Yeah, it's okay to digress a little bit, and just just whatever works with your audience, but keep it simple. Keep it very, very, very simple. Okay, yes, sir. For now, we'll take your questions.
Thank you so much. I'm grateful for this brief.
And you were fab.
Princess.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh, okay, wow.
okay, I just wanted to ask, how do you begin your journey into a public speaker? Like if you want to be a public speaker, how do you begin your journey?
For an upcomer.
Yes.
An upcoming public speaker. First of all is the interest and enthusiasm.
Yeah, like
You
you
know,
spoke to me now,
yeah.
I'm inspired. I'm really inspired.
Okay.
I feel it's a space I would really love to be.
Yeah, sure. Once you have that desire and you feel like, this is something I can explore, then you just begin to make your research. You can go watch public speakers, see women do their things. Just go to, everything is on YouTube now, thankfully. Just watch nice people, see them make their introductions at events, watch people introduce TV shows, just see them do what they do, not because you want to copy, but because you want to learn and improve.
40 and fabulous Naija.
Wow. Senior says, I want to say thank you again because I'm actually one of your fans. And if you notice, I've been staring at you.
Oh, wow.
All the way. Yes, you're pretty, but
Thank
most
you.
of what, not but, and most of what you've taught us, I saw you, the body language, the talking, the language.
Thank you.
That's the movement, your choice of words, and the steadiness of the face. I got really excited because you are also a TV
Presenter.
I really want to be a news presenter.
Oh, wow. Newscaster.
Yes, a newscaster. Or maybe also have a channel where I can teach French because I'm a teacher, a translator, and interpreter.
Oh.
But I really wanted to go into news because even on my vision board, I have the news program on it. I want to ask how, because this is like talking to an audience, but the TV room is different.
The TV room is different from a live audience.
Yeah.
In the TV studio, you are the window between the media house and the audience out there, which you don't see. But you also need a level of confidence and smartness to sit confidently in front of that camera in that studio and do your thing and do it well. Even though the people don't see you physically. And then it's simpler. It's well, I do both of them. a live audience. I wouldn't say it's like they are both tasking in their own ways, but for a live audience, wow, for a live audience, it's just you and that big vast crowd. It will unnerve you. The big live crowd will unnerve you a little bit. But that same confidence, if you bring that same confidence from the TV studio to the stage, you work it. They are intertwined. Then for what you want to do, you can start with a podcast. You can start with a podcast and just get people to come host people on small talk shows on your podcast, and I think it's a good way to start for a beginner.
Thank you very much for coming. In fact, I actually understood so many things that I never knew before. Like for me, I'm a fast speaker. And,
okay. I've just observed it.
Yeah. So today I think it's normal, but today I've learned that you can actually control that.
Yeah, you can. You can.
You don't have to be too slow
or too fast.
So thank you so much. In fact, I've learned so many things. So thank you so much. I think I'm going to work on that.
People who are fast, if you're a fast speaker, is an advantage actually, but you have to learn how to intentionally slow down and pause
to
pause
listen
at
to you.
intervals. If you're a fast speaker, you're good for the media because we are buying time all the time. You know, because I'm on a 30 minutes talk show and I have 10 questions to ask my guests, so I have to like sharp. You know, no time to dull. You know, but you have to control your pace. Control your pace.
But sometimes the guest speaker doesn't hear what you have said.
It's always a good thing to control your pace.
Okay, I want to ask you.
Sure, dear.
So how do you read people's energy?
Ha! All right.
Yeah.
Very important. You have to be able to read energy. It's an aura. It exudes. It exudes. You sense it. You discern it. I have the spirit of discernment. I don't know, maybe because of experiences and stuff over time, I am able to discern a whole lot. If you're coming at me with reverse psychology, I can tell. You know, if you're coming at me with that, what's that word again? You know, like emotional blackmail. If you want to come blackmail me emotionally, for me to now be like, okay, I'm the one that should be feeling bad for speaking my truth. I will stand my grounds. I will stand my ground and say, no, don't turn it around. Let us face matters as they are, squarely. You know, so read energy. If somebody is giving you great vibes, you should know. You should look at them. I don't know, these things, they permeate into the atmosphere. You know, you should be able to know that at this point in time, this person is not really feeling me at this point in time. And you should be able to know that at this point in time, I am welcome on this table. It's a very, beyond public speaking, every woman should have that skill. You should be able to guide you, whether you're married or single, you know, young or old, you have children or not. You should have this. I believe you people talk. They touch about emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Yeah, you should be able to read these things. You know, read energy and act appropriately. You know, and always politely. By the way, the hallmark of a woman is her humility, her politeness. You know, her sweetness. That's what makes you a woman. That's your femininity. That's your superpower. Yeah. Your softness and your femininity as a woman is your superpower. Is the men. It's the men that have muscles. The muscles are the men's superpower. But you know your strength as a woman, your ability to just calm down. And for this beautiful skin glow, make sure you have lots of love all the time in your heart. It will just radiate. And then drink plenty water, eat your vegetables and fruits. You know, glow. You know, so at the end of the day, wherever you go, whoever you're speaking with, don't forget to leave them with positivity. You know, at the end of the day, that's all that counts. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Comment ça va?
Ça va bien. Ça va. Ça va très bien, merci.
Elle est jolie beaucoup.
Vous êtes très jolie. Vous, maman, vous êtes très très jolie.
Ooh la 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 la. Any of the housemates, have they told you how much you glow? Like, you glow. Like, come on, girl.
Thank you, mother.
That's what I want.
I think one or two have told me that.
Yeah. Because they know, they noticed. Everyone here, like, thank God for camera. Later we'll play before and after with all the stress. You know, there's a difference between stress and stress.
Yes.
Beautiful stress is where you're doing something very difficult. You're loving it. You understand? You're loving it. And inwardly you're happy because you're doing what you love.
Yeah.
So that's why when people do what they love, they are okay. They manage the stress.
Yes.
Okay, like me, you know, the stress has become a part of me, and that's because I love what I'm doing. And I like when I tell people they are beautiful. I like when I make them happy and they are happy. That's when I'm happy. Even though sometimes it's one-sided. I was a bit low today. I was sick and nobody noticed. But when my children, they are sick, oh, we knock, go. Mama's children, they are not feeling okay. Oh. But finally, I'm feeling better. And that's why I asked them to call you so we can have a conversation.
Thank you, Mother. It's wonderful to be in your presence. It's an honor. It's captivating to be in your presence because, you know, like I always say, a woman should have a role model. And you are my role model. I wish I could, I pray to be able to manage stress, like you say, and you say it's part of you. And when something is part of you, it's like, that is where you get your energy from.
Definitely.
And I want to tap out of that grace.
Listen, the solution to the stress is in the stress.
Yeah.
Don't start.
No.
The solution.
I'm okay. I'm just.
Solution.
I'm
overwhelmed. I know that one is the sweet one.
I'm excited to be in your presence.
It's the sweet one. I know.
You know, it's like I feel like a baby with my mother, and you know that motherly connection, which I really missed, and I feel I've been given a second chance to like reconnect, and it's amazing.
The only promise everyone is going to make to me that will make sense to me is the fact that you take the energy, don't be selfish with it, share with other women. You know, so you take some energy. Because me, like I'm draining, see, you in particular know my age. But, you know, I am mother to people who are older than me in this house. And it's so sweet because I look older than them. That's what stress does. Yeah. But inside of me,
you feel
I feel happy. I feel fulfilled knowing that the energy I'm losing, people are getting something from me, getting healing. And I just don't want it to stop. All I ask God is that you get up and get the energy and share with other people. No matter how tough it is for you, there are people that you're better off than.
Yes.
That is sure. So if you can have the mind of relieving other people their little, just like Jesus when he forgave someone big money and then asked you to go and forgive another person. So you go and you tell that person, oh yeah, that's my money today. So that's what I want us to learn. Like women supporting women, it's been, they say women don't work together, but I want to see if we can put a stop to that.
Yes.
We can actually work together.
Yes.
It's possible that we can lift each other, and terrible people are there. No matter how you leave them, you wash a pig, they go back inside. I've had season 1, I've had 2, and I've met people who cried with me and everything and promised to do better, and they go outside there and they go back to their comfort zone. They go back to just sitting and pity patter, and they go back to just being on the street again. They go back to beggarly life. They go back to even hating. They go back to even hating me. Wow. For letting you come on vacation in my home, depriving myself my peace and everything to share with you in a month. The same thing I'm doing now, I did. And they go out there and they be like, they didn't win. And they didn't find a reason to find something tangible to do. They continue in the hate. I'm just trying to say that individual differences. I still love you girls.
Yes.
Maybe someday you understand.
I know.
That everybody have their loads to carry, and someone say, "Can I help you a little bit?" And you didn't even understand it. You are just born that way, and I pray for change. If you don't change, it's up to you, girl. You just
exactly.
It's okay. It's okay.
That is the amazing.
But if we can get 10 women out of season 1, 2, 3. That will get another 10 women, and 10 get 10, 10, and 10. Before you know it, every single moment, you know, because some women, like they have some women who want to fight men, be like men, be better than them, go to politics, show power. Our power is in some places that we can use. In my opinion, I think women were given some kind of power that is so different, so unique. We are the carriers of the womb. We birthed men. So our power is nurturing kind of power. It's a strength that should assist, that should help, support system. But we're taking it to another level. Yeah? So if women can just understand that the power we have is stronger energy than the one of the men, and use it rightly, I'm sure by now we'll not be looking for people
assistance
to exactly.
You'll be actually the gate of life.
Definitely. So that's where I want us to get to that point, where you know that even if you're stressing, it's part of it. We are multitasking. We are wired to do this, to breastfeed and still cook and wash and think and cater for people and for ourselves and everything. We are that. Men are like parallel lines. When they say they are going here, is here, oh, straight, and we can like that. So I am super excited that season 3. I'm seeing God told me truly that this is the season. And each time I look at each one of you, I know the people has come, and like they say, the chosen ones. We are to go out there to be our sisters. So while you're here today, I asked them to call you up so we can share in the wealth of your story, experience so far after 40, and you went to 50, and you're looking like, come on, girl, don't joke with me. Don't joke with me. You are awesome. So you share that story, and people will learn, you know, how to do some things differently.
Okay. I'll just do a short summary because it's really a journey, but I'll share a few experiences that I had. Though they were sad, but it has kept me going. Though I didn't really find the right path. But coming here, honestly, it's more of a healing. I'm more of a winner than whoever is going to win.
You might win.
You know? No, I'm serious. I'm serious. I'm actually overwhelmed. I mean, the tears I have right now, they are tears of joy, because it's really an amazing opportunity for me to be here, to be able to share how I got to 56. Mother, I'm 56.
Okay.
I'm 56
okay, mother,
years
coming
old.
down.
And
I'm going to go for plastic surgery very soon. Don't worry.
No, there's really nothing. Actually, I had initially I had a beautiful childhood until I was at the age of 17, whereby I was I had just finished my secondary school. I came home on holiday. I think it was a term before I finished my secondary school. I came home from my boarding school here in the north, and I think there were some squabbles in the house, my father and my mother, which I partook. I didn't side anybody out because I didn't know what was going on. But eventually when I knew what was going on and my mother had to leave home, I was like, so what happens to me, you know? But I was able to tell myself, well, that's husband and wife issue. So I went into my room. But then I was missing, I had just come back from school, didn't have a boyfriend, I didn't know what it was like, and I needed my mom. So then my father was running a dry cleaning business. So I went to meet him. I said, I would love to see my mom. Could you give me the permission to go and see my mom? He said yes, and he was a kind of person that he would not eat anything outside except from home. And that particular day I woke up, though we had helpers, I woke up, I made sure everything was ready. I went to the market, cooked his meal, took it to his office where we had the dry cleaning business. I came back home and After making his meal, taking it to him, I went to check on my mom, who was in her friend's place because she actually ran away from home. I've witnessed on many occasions where my father used to beat her up, tie her and put her in the bathtub, and things like that. And I also witnessed my father having extra affairs, marital affairs outside, and they would buy me new dresses. And well, so on this particular day, what really probably changed the circle of my life was that I didn't understand that the man I love could actually one day, for no just reason, pick up a bowl of water and soap. I grew up in a Yoruba background, so I know what it means. And he took soap, water, washed his hands with soap, and said I should mark that day that he was not my biological father. I was like, what did you say? He said it again, said, go and write it down. And you ask your mother, I am not your father. I was like, my world turned around. I said, but why now? Why at this period? What? So I went into the room, I cried all night. The very next day, which was on a Saturday, he brought a woman who was already pregnant into the house. Like, my mom goes out today, another woman comes in the next day. Because I was crying, I slept in my mom's room. The next thing was in the evening when he came back from work on Saturday, he came in with this woman. And on Sunday, he had to go to church. Normally, he would have come to wake me up to go to church. So he came in into the room. I was there crying. I cried my eyes out all through the night. Instead of him telling me to get up, dress, and let's go to church, he was using words. And I found it ridiculous. And as at that age, I didn't know much. Then he left me and went to church. The other lady was at home. And she came into my mother's room, and I was like, you have no right to open my mother's door. So I said, what do you want? Came out, she started talking. I shouldn't have gone to see my mother. I shouldn't have gone to do this. I mean, I think in anger, I gave her she said some things that were not right, so I gave her a slap, but fear overcame me, and I left the house at the age of 17, precisely. And I ran to my aunt. I didn't go to my mom. I ran to my auntie's house until my father started looking for me. He went to the radio stations and everywhere. My aunt heard it on the radio. I said, your father is... Because I didn't tell her anything. I said I came on holidays. And I tried to understand. I went to my mom. I told her, but what she said was like, it didn't make sense to me then, but she said when I grow up, I would understand that there are many ways into a market, and there is no man that will buy something of that sort. And I still asked, I said, what he said, is it true? Yes or no?
Whether he's your biological father or not.
But she never told me. She said, how would the woman come into the house? And, she was giving me some excuses then. But I still asked her. She said, yes, he's my father. Until 2012, when I met another man who now says he's my father from Delta State, Isioloku. And I'm like, I got confused. I'm like, before then, I left the country because my friends were all going to parents and going to each other's houses, and I would see their parents, and I couldn't go with mine. We go for activities, I couldn't go with mine, so I felt odd. So I picked up my bags and I told my mom I was traveling, and that's how I got to Ivory Coast for some years. I had my daughter, my first child. I don't have any support from anybody, not from his family, from her family. Then I came back, I asked my mom again. She now told me in 2012 that somebody wanted to meet me and said, that's my father. I was like, really? Are you sure? But she's still denying again till today, till tomorrow, that the guy never slept with her. I said, then how is he my father? And he's claiming he's my father. I did some things, but I don't think I'm ready to say it now. I did some things to verify. And truly, he's my father. He's my biological father.
The one that came or the one you're living with?
Came.
Okay.
But she's still denying the fact that
it's a lie.
Yeah. So I still traveled out again. I now had my son. The guy used to beat me, but I was like trying to make it work. I was about 39 when I had my son. He first told me that he didn't want the pregnancy. He gave me money to go and do an abortion, and I said, no way. You see this money? Put it where I think you should put it. And that was when I now picked myself up. I said, this child, I'm going to have it. Unfortunately, he now passed on 3 months while I was pregnant.
The father passed on?
Yes, the father of my son passed away. And his family came. They wanted to take the child away from me. Took almost everything in the house. Almost everything, that it was their sons, and because he was the only child of his mother. He was the first son and only son of his mother. So they wanted to take my child. I said, there is no way. This is not your son. This is not your child. He didn't even give me a dime for it. Though he said he wanted to marry me, but he was not going to accept the child. You know? I said, fine. Let me have my child. I didn't even know I was pregnant until 2 months before I realized, because the job I was doing took me to Ghana, and that's where I had the test. I did everything. So came back to Ivory Coast, did the test and everything. And he was the only man I was dating then. I came back, and his family was giving me hassles. So I said the best thing for me to do was to bring them back home to Nigeria at least. But in my heart, I hadn't forgiven my mother, nor forgiven my first father, because it's affected my education. I had to be the one to struggle to pay my education. My higher institution I paid. Me knowing how to speak French today was my own effort. And I did that. I brought my children back. But it's been difficult. Having a stable home, feeding my kids. My son is supposed to enter into the university this year. But because I'm not able to keep a stable job, once I try this, it doesn't last. Once I try that, it doesn't last. I even tried teaching in some schools. At the end of the day, they will say, we can't pay you. Or they'll be owing me for 2 months and things like that. Or they pay me in bits. So I went back home to Calabar to stay with my mom. I tried doing poultry, a family business, but it wasn't going anywhere. And I just didn't feel myself. I tried meeting up with some people. There was a guy I was dating. He was beating me continuously because he wanted me to be at his call and bacon. We were supposed to go to South Africa to live. I collected money from my new dad. And he disappeared with the money, about $5,000. Because we were supposed to get a house. I was supposed to learn another course. And he disappeared. I tried the movies industry and I felt uncomfortable because of my age. I was like, who would want this kind of woman again? I felt this complex in me that was holding me back. I couldn't go out. I couldn't, because when I look outside, I see all the young girls, and I'm like, you're 40, you're over 40, you're getting to 50. Who's going to look at you? So I kind of withdrew into my own shell. I did all my dreams, everything. I think I just packed everything and put in a box and threw it under the bed or somewhere. But because sometimes I open the window, I see people going out looking beautiful, glamorous, and I'm like, well, your time has passed. You know, I just look at my children, I'm like, I'm sorry, I missed it. I missed it. On 2 occasions, I almost committed suicide. Even about 2 years ago. Then last year, my immediate junior sister passed away. A month after was my immediate junior brother. So right now, I'm the only one for my dad. I'm the only one for my mom. So the pressure is so much on me that I'm the first child everywhere, the first grandchild everywhere. So the pressure is so much on me that I'm like, I don't know what else to do. So when the opportunity came for me to be here, I'm like, surely this is time to pick up your pieces. It's not too late. You're still beautiful. You're still, able to do so many things. All your dreams, go back under the bed and bring them out. I write stories. I write books. I write scripts for films. I write even a tourism book of places where I've been to. I've been to France, I've been to UK, I've been to Spain, I've been to Italy, I've been to most of the francophone countries in West Africa and Congo, Kinshasa, and places like that. I visited most states in Nigeria. So sometimes I just sit down and I write. But at the end of the day, I just like, who is going to read it? Who's going to buy it? Of what interest is it to anybody? Even my teaching friends, sometimes I'm like, who is interested in learning your French? Who wants to use it? So I had that complex so much in me that it was putting me back. And when I got the message of the 40 and Fabulous, my son said, Mommy, this is your time, get up. Don't worry about me, go. Next day I'll write my exams and I'll go back to school. And that is how I came. I found myself here. And so far it's been like a therapy. It's been like a therapy. Mom, there's something I've never told anyone. I was once raped. I need to get it out of me.
That's fine. It's okay now to cry. It's fine to cry. When you say it out, then you forget about it.
Yeah.
Where? Who? That's fine. That's very fine. You're not alone. It can be anybody. And it's not your fault, you know.
It was an uncle from my maternal side. I was staying with him because I had nowhere to go. So sometimes in the night he would come. Then there was a day his girlfriend was not around. He locked me up in the house.
Did you tell your mom? He should be very old right now. The man. Is he alive?
He passed on last year, March.
He died with his sin. To rot in hell. Okay. We don't even need to hear the rest of the story, but then he's passed on and you are alive. You see? So meaning you are alive to tell the story. Because if you're to die, maybe by now you won't be here. Every day you wake up and you are alive is another day to live. Before you die, because we actually will die, you know, that is one thing that will let everybody know that God is bigger than, because all of us will die someday. So if you wake up and you are alive, meaning that is another opportunity, chance to live. You've done so well as a teenager. You did so well with 2 amazing children, and now you have a grandchild. You have something to live for. There's something I ask people to do all the time. Count me and 10. This number 10 is so amazing. Count 1 to 10. Something to be grateful for. Something to be grateful for. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I am grateful that I have children. I'm grateful. Who will be your age with a grandchild? I'm grateful that I have a grandchild. 3rd generation. I'm grateful that I'm beautiful. I'm grateful that I'm strong. Now I'm grateful that I can live again. I'm grateful that I can start a new life. I'm grateful that I am here in the house of 40 and families. It's no house of money. It's no house of riches, but it's a house where you can understand that you're here for a purpose. And every experiences you've had is because of your calling, your purpose in life. So if you're to walk like a parallel line, you will just get married. Your daddy will not even say that he's not your daddy. He will treat you well. You'll marry. You have children. I heard a good story in this house from one of you. So, you know, so these people, everything is just okay. And they're married, have their children, live good life. And yeah, I'm not saying they are not the best of persons, but their journey is different from yours. Yours, roller coaster, because you have to share with other people. You have to let other people learn from you, and you have, you know, assignment to continue. Who said that your book cannot? Come on, girl.
Actually, when I was
bestseller. Some people do that at 60. You're just 50 something. 60, you write your book. That's actually when people write the more or the most. When you, that's actually what I'm teaching women right now. So as you age, you find those things that you love to do. So you occupy yourself with that. And talking about your age, I look older than you are. My very senior, because I'm stressing for the people. I look like your mom, really.
Yeah.
Because, you know, so who will tell you that you cannot do anything? It's a mindset kind of thing. It's my mindset that tells me that I'm everybody's mom. Because that's what I'm called to do. So I no longer look at the age. People say, oh, you go do this, take care. If I should just stop and take care, I won't do what I'm doing. You understand? But I chose to do what I'm doing because I know that's what I'm called to do. You understand? So no matter how tough it is, I will keep doing what I'm doing. I will never get tired. So now, I just want you to understand that every experiences you've had is because you're a writer. So you put them down. When you start your story, it's unending. You just keep writing. Finish this one. There's another story of the Paris. Start another one. It's another story of Francophone. So another one is about the father, your former father, the first one, the second father. Wonderful stories. Another one, it's about your baby daddy. The family, the death, the everything. You learning French and how you understand how you made it on your own as a teenager. And you've done well. You raised amazing kids. You're looking amazing. And have you seen that between a couple of weeks, what peace of mind can do?
Yes.
Because I know when you got here.
Yes. Yes.
You know?
Actually, I started writing 10 things. I think I started on the 8th.
Mm-hmm.
I started writing 10 things I should thank God
Grateful
for every
for.
day.
Yes.
Every day.
Don't miss it.
I'm writing every
It helps,
day.
it heals. You know, like when you remember, you know, that things has changed a bit.
It has.
It's amazing to know that that number that they are counting, that age is plenty number. So many things you can do. Girl, is it because, you know, there's something they do here in this part of the world. If someone like Tiwa Savage wants to get married now, he can marry someone who is 25, 30. And they will remember that she's our age or older. Because they do take care of stuff. Right? Now, if you, Shirley, do the same, they say, this old woman, what are you doing? So put yourself in their shoes, be like them, keep up like them. You're a celebrity. And you know it's about your life, not anybody's life. You choose what you do with it. It's your life. So when you die, is one-on-one with God. I don't know about heaven. If there's heaven, me, I'm waiting to go there. Me, I'll be there. I'll be watching. I'll see. My mom used to tell my younger ones that this one, she say, I no get liver. In my language is liver. That woman will get refugees camp. My house is refugees camp. So if there's heaven, when I get there, I want to ask God, how did I perform? I want to see whether I'll find the pastors there. But let's live before we die. Me, what I tell myself is that I don't know about heaven, but here that I'm here and I'm alive, I want to walk worthy of God to the best of my knowledge as a flesh. I don't want someone to tell me how to worship my God. I don't want someone to, because I know every human being knows what is good and what is bad. Where I find it offensive is where both politicians, the human beings, and everybody knows that this is wrong and we're doing it. Everybody knows if all of us, the world, say, okay, let's turn right, everything will be right. Meaning that God allows certain things to happen for a reason. Because they will say, oh, they are killing people there. If we drop the gun, there will be no killing.
There will be none.
And it's crazy. So as long as you are alive, don't let anybody dictate your life for you. Because when you die today, everybody will cry in the next few hours. Things are going on. People will move on. Even your own direct children will move on because they have to live their life. And if I ask you, like when you wanted to take your life, it would have been the worst mistake, worse than any other thing. But you are alive today because you're supposed to be alive. So let's go on a different journey right now.
Hallelujah. 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 If you're fabulous, if you're fabulous, if you're fabulous,